many have heard of lost cities being found, such as Troy, Pompeii, Machu Picchu, and an underwater city called Dwarka. However, there is still a city mentioned in Plato's work that is believed to exist somewhere in the world, but remains undiscovered. The real question is Atlantis a real city, or is it just fiction? Is it merely a myth, or is there some truth behind it? First, let's get to know the person who described the city. Plato, c. 424, 328 BC. He describes Atlantis as a powerful and advanced kingdom that sank into the ocean in a single night around 9600 BC. The ancient Greeks were divided on whether Plato's story should be taken as history or mere metaphor. On the internet, there have been many arguments claiming the existence of an actual lost city. Some believe it is underwater, while others suggest it may be in the desert instead. However, many others hold a different view. They believe that there is no such thing as the city of Atlantis, and that it is merely a fabrication in Plato's story. This division within the community begs the question: which side will you choose to believe? Atlanteans made most of that connection, creating an advanced civilization and building enormous cities during a period when the rest of the world was still in the Neolithic. It helped that they lived in a veritable cornucopia, enjoying abundant resources, especially metals, silver, gold, and most importantly, orichalcum, the most precious gold-red metal. Moreover, with the lust of wanting more, the Atlanteans wanted more, thus declaring war on the Mediterranean. Although defeating the inferior neighbours, they underestimated the city of Athens. In the end, Atlantis was destroyed by an earthquake and flood. Once a beacon of culture and civilization, the fabled island vanished under the waves, along with all its inhabitants. There are several hypotheses that might have influenced Pluto's story of Atlantis. Although his story is not part of the Greek mythic tradition, researchers have speculated about real natural disasters that could have been an inspiration. Theories that the placements of Atlantis is located at the center of the Mediterranean is largely influenced by the geographical location of Egypt, which the story is allegedly deprived from, such as Robert Graves says Atlantis was the island of Pharos off the western coast of the Nile River, before Alexander the Great built a causeway connecting the island to the mainland. And the story of Atlantis has been argued to preserve a cultural memory of the Thera eruption, which destroyed the town of Akrotiri and affected some Minoan settlements on Crete. Classicist Robert L. Scraton argue in an article published in Archaeology that Atlantis, as the Copaic drainage complex and its civilization. Next up is an American architect, Robert Sarmast, claims that Atlantis lies at the bottom of the eastern Mediterranean within the Cyprus Basin. However, marine and other geologists who have also studied the bottom of the Cyprus Basin and professional archaeologists completely disagree with his interpretations. Siegfried and Christian Schopper locate Atlantis in the Black Sea. Before 5500 BC, a great plain lay in the northwest at a former freshwater lake. The Rishat structure in Mauritania has also been proposed as the site of Atlantis. The theory that Antarctica was Atlantis was particularly fashionable during the 1960s and 1970s, spurred on partly both by the isolation of the continent and also the Piri Reis map, which purportedly shows Antarctica as it would be ice-free, suggesting human knowledge of that period. From the discussion above, have you changed your mind on whether Atlantis is real or fiction? We cannot say definitely that it is not a real place, Because what if we haven't reached the technological advancements that allows us to figure out the exact area of the lost city? However, it is still a mystery that has yet to be discovered, and debates are going on to unfold this story. It invites explorers, theorists, and archaeologists to explore and find the true hidden among all this mystery. Will there ever be a time where Atlantis is discovered, or will it stay hidden until the end of time?